Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Adele, and today we are going to do a let's talk. We're going to talk about menstrual hygiene because this is the Menstrual Hygiene Awareness Month. So we're going to talk about menstrual hygiene, everything, period. We're simply owning it. Period positivity, just period. Yeah. So I decided to actually talk about menstrual hygiene and menstrual management because if we can talk about digestion, respiration, and all this biological process that are actually normal, why can't we just talk about menstruation like it's normal? Like, I mean, it's a normal thing, it's a normal process. We should just normalize it, talk about it, because you can agree if you miss your periods today, you will be completely stressed. So it's actually a beautiful thing because all of us come from this. So it's a beautiful process and let's embrace it. The marvels of menstruation. So what is menstrual hygiene and menstrual management? That's the first thing that comes to mind. Like, menstrual hygiene and menstrual management is the ability of young girls and young girls and women to be able to change their sanitary towels as often as possible, whether they're at work, they're in school, or whichever place they're with, and they should be very, very comfortable without people judging them. And for this to be possible, they need to be able to access water and sanitation as often as possible, and this is something that actually lacks. Apparently, it's so sad. And this brings us straight to the keys of menstrual hygiene. What are like the key things for menstrual hygiene? And when you talk about key things for menstrual hygiene, the first thing is hygiene itself. And if you talk about hygiene, then you need to talk about people should be able to access the feminine hygienic products that are actually becoming expensive and inaccessible every single day. For you to be able to maintain hygiene, you need them, and they're very, very expensive. I wish they could just be tax-free. I wish, like, every place we go, we could just, the way we have condoms, we could just have sanitary towels, because it's something that happens to every young girl and it's a must, it's certain, and it's not like it's a choice. We choose to be this way. This is a normal process that happens to all of us. And instead of us treating it and embracing it, we just don't talk about it. If I remember my first period experience, and I actually knew nothing about periods or anything about that. For me, at least, it didn't happen in school. It happened at home, and internet, and all that. But at least I got some good information, and also once in a while our teachers spoke about it. But because when people used to talk about it, people talk about it in harsh tones, so you perceive it like this is a bad thing, this, you're not supposed to talk about it. So even you take it like that, and that's how you grow up. You feel like this is not something you're supposed to hide. You're not supposed to say, oh God, I'm in my periods. You cannot call it as it is. You're supposed to hide it. But actually, it's the opposite. You're supposed to be like the red warriors and just embrace it. And also, another thing is knowledge. Another key thing is knowledge. Not many people are so, like, when you talk about knowledge, it's also about awareness as well, because you can find like many schoolgirls are not even aware what is happening to their bodies. And while I was doing everything about menstrual hygiene, I came across this group called the Wezesha. They're doing a really nice job, because they're actually talking about menstrual hygiene and health, but also to young kids as young as 10 years old. But they're explaining it in a way that these kids are understand, and they they are able to like to get ready and like just embrace the whole process, the womanhood, and just enjoy it, you know. So I really like what they're doing. That's just, it's just 100% awesome. So another thing that I want to talk about also is the menstrual hygiene day. Basically, the menstrual hygiene day was brought up 3 years ago so that we can be able to integrate menstrual hygiene management as a topic on its own, global, national, and also in local projects. We need to come up with policies and also programs, because it's not something that should remain in the background as its norm. It's something that should be actually pushed forward, and we should be able to highlight the challenges that we face, the challenges that girls go through every single day. Talking about the challenges, it's so sad because I came across this story by the Al Jazeera about St. Damascus Primary School in Korogocho. These girls cannot afford sanitary towels, to the point that this girl wished she was a boy, because as a boy you don't go through all these embarrassing moments, you don't have to worry about leaks, you can play as often as possible, you don't have to miss school. These girls miss school simply because they cannot afford sanitary towels. And when you talk about missing school, then it means we won't even be able to achieve the 5 sustainable goals, because once you educate a girl child, you'll be able to eradicate poverty, you will be able to have gender equality. And I just wish that we don't only come up with policies and just put them there, like this is what you're supposed to do, this is what we're supposed to be done, but we should actually implement the policies. We should actually make these things work, and not just talk about them and then that's it. We should talk about them and then do something about them, because actually right now people are suffering. There are people, almost 1 million girls, who miss going to school every single month because they cannot afford sanitary towels. There are other girls who use mattresses and other unhygienic products simply because they cannot afford sanitary towels, and it's sad. It's actually sad. Anyway, so and this frustration, this stigma attached to all the menstruation is just unimaginable. And because of this desire to voice the frustration, it led me to do this vlog. But as well as me and other girls, we came up with a group called the You Go Girl Initiative. So the main goal of this, the main thing about the You Go Girl Initiative is to go to schools. We go to schools and talk to them, teach them about menstrual hygiene and management, and as well as donate sanitary towels to our capability. That's the main goal of this group. And even now, with all this drama of COVID-19 and everything, some of our members are in Kisumu. Every Sunday they merge with some other groups and they go and donate sanitary towels to families, to women who can't afford it in rural areas. And that's actually an awesome thing. And I am actually aware that there are many organizations who are doing good things, like Heal for Pads. I also saw Heal for Pads. People are doing awesome things. People are coming up with awesome initiative to help the girl child, and it's something so nice. But I will also, us as the You Go Girl Initiative, we want to champion the use of washable sanitary towels, because we don't want to just help the girl child just for a moment. Because can you imagine you donating sanitary towels to girls? Yeah, it will sort their problems for now, but what about next month? What about the next month after the next? So if we will be able to donate the washable sanitary towels and embrace that idea, then I think it's going to be very, very awesome, because we'll be able to help someone for a long time, for almost 1 year or 2 years, and that's what we want to do. Girls will be comfortable, they'll be able to play without worry, to go to school, to concentrate, and just be like any other normal girl out here. And that's what we want, to just put a smile on a girl's face. And that's why we came up with the Go Girl kit. We call it the Go Girl kit, the care package, which contain a sanitary towel, an extra panty, an extra paper to put a used sanitary towels, some piece of chocolate for some happiness here and there. Yeah, so it's just something that people should just embrace. And the washable sanitary towels are actually awesome, and you just wash them. As long as you maintain hygiene, you just wash them nicely, you sun dry it, and you return it, you pack it well, and that's just it. You're set to go. The fear of where to get the money is sorted. Everything is sorted. You get relaxed, you save your money. If you have that money, you save it. Like, you're just done completely. Like, oh god, I have this packet, so I'm good to go. So that's the whole idea here. And though there are also other methods, like the tampons, the disposable ones, we even have the Miluna cups. Some people even use the cup. So it's all about what you actually want, but we just champion that, because I really feel it's a good initiative. If we just embrace it, teach people how to use them, talk to the girls about how to use them, and tell them that it's just okay to use them. Normalize it. That's it. We normalize it and own it. Yeah, so it will actually be a very, very awesome experience. So let's talk about how often you're supposed to change your sanitary towels. You can change your sanitary towels depending on how heavy your flow is, but you're actually advised to change it 5 to 6 times. Some people even change it every time they go to pee. It's all about what you want. It's all about how you like it, how you just like it. So from that, I have like 5 key points that I would like to say, some 5 things I would like to say. And before I even say my last thing, let me show you. I even have one washable one. I have some, so let me show you one, so that it won't be like I'm talking about them and I can't use them. I too use them and I actually like them. So here we go. So I've been talking about championing the washable sanitary towels. So this is what I'm actually talking about for the people who have never seen one. So this is actually what I'm talking about. This is made from a very soft piece of cloth. Yeah, and this one is pink, and they're actually available in all sizes. There are long ones, short ones, just like the normal pads. And these ones are by the AfriPads. AfriPads is actually a company in Uganda that makes sanitary towels, and it's a good project because it has been able to employ young women, to give them employment, as well as solve their problems. And they're just cute, by the way. When you're done, you just fold it and tuck it, and there you have it. It just looks like a bag, a small bag. So it's very, very beautiful and very, very pretty, and I would really wish that people will embrace this method and get to use it, because I feel like it will save people a lot of money, and young girls will be able to help young girls, not in just a short period of time, but in long term. And that's what we want, something that can last for a long time, but at the same time it's very safe and hygienic. Menstrual Hygiene Day, by normalizing talking about your period experiences, your feelings during menstruation. If you're cramping, say you're cramping. If you're moody, say you're moody. Just own it. guys, own it. Normalize asking for help if you need any help, if you need any medication. Normalize carrying your period products. You don't even have to hide them, just put them well. It's not a secret, it's something very normal, it's something so beautiful, it's something that even give rise to us, so it's something so beautiful. And also, let's be open about it. Let's not have those nicknames. If it's a pad, it's a pad, guys. If you want a tampon, it's a tampon. Just call it as it is. Call a spade, not a big spoon. Yeah. So, and by that we'll be able to also teach our younger girls who are coming up, that period is normal. Period is normal. Let's spread period positivity to everyone. So the You Go Girl initiative, together with the YIKA, the YIKE and the Y Act, will be coming together to come up with something good to mark the Menstrual Hygiene Day, which will be on the 28th of this month, on Thursday. So if you actually want to donate anything towards the Menstrual Health Day, you can kindly send your contribution. The paybill number for the You Go Girl initiative is 4027335. I'll write it down here. Yeah, 40 there. And also you can call their number if you want to call them, and you can donate even sanitary napkins. Not only money, we accept anything that you have, as little as you have, you can donate to them, so that you can make the day successful. Guys, let's just support each other. So yeah, that's it. But not very least, every small step take, embracing this whole process and just dealing with these issues is something so good, because if we don't, we'll bring about just the lack of access to sanitary towels, abstinence in school, ignorance of menstrual issues, and this will not help. So let there be women full of positivity, women, some red warriors, women who just simply bleed in pride. And for this, I can say my title for my movie will be Bleed in Pride. Let's be women of positivity and bleed in pride. God, am I shrubbing? Yeah, let's be women of positivity and bleed in pride. So the title of my movie is Bleed in Pride. So what's the title of your movie? Kindly write it down below in the comments. Share. You can actually share this video with other people, and let's talk about the marvels of menstruation together. I love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you for listening to me. Share this video to someone who think it might help them, and kindly please contribute to the You Go Girl initiative, so that we can make the 28th Menstrual Day a success to everyone, and so that we can help girls somewhere. Thank you so much. I love you. Mwah. Thank you so much. Be blessed.